Merry Christmas! Welcome to Grow TV on the road. I'm Stacy.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Steve. That's right. We're taking Grow TV on a Christmas road trip to visit some friends in Buffalo, New York. We got our Christmas hats, our Christmas sweaters that our buddy Carl gifted to us.
Hi there, chicken nuggets.
Everything we need to visit some friends for Christmas.
Wait, you guys did bring more than just Christmas hats and ugly sweaters, right?
Feliz Navidad!
Of course we did.
Thanks for looking out for us those days. We always depend on you to guide us in the right direction.
Stay on this road for the next 100 miles.
100 miles? What are we gonna do with the time?
Quick, let's play a Christmas road trip game.
I got it. This game is called Road Story Relay.
Fun! How do we play?
Easy. I start a Christmas road trip story, then I pass it. Then we keep passing it until the story is complete. Cool?
Let's do it.
Okay, so 3 friends were heading out on a Christmas road trip, and they were bringing along a tin of Grandma's famous peppermint chocolate chip snowflake cookies. They stopped at a rest stop and noticed a squirrel in a Santa's hat looking at their car. When they got back to the car, some of the snowflake cookies were gone, and there was a trail of squirrel tracks and cookie crumbs left behind. It looks like their Christmas road trip had just changed. Next.
Okay. The 3 friends followed the tracks and crumbs and it led them to a farm. That's where they saw a goat with antlers on its head. The goat was munching on what looked like suspiciously like one of Grandma's snowflake cookies while practicing for the Winter Goat Olympics in freestyle ice skating.
What?
Amazing.
The 3 friends tried to catch the goat and got covered in snow and ice in the process. The goat eventually dropped the cookie and they got back on the road. There, they got in a huge traffic jam caused by a giant Christmas sleigh. They opened the tin of cookies for a snack and some were missing again. They looked in the car beside them and there was a dog, tail wagging, tongue out, with tinsel around its neck from the cookie tin. Next.
Okay. How do I guide the story home? Okay, got it. The people in the car next to them noticed them looking at their dog. It turns out they had a cookie tin too. So while stuck in a traffic jam, the 2 cars swap cookies, laughs, and Christmas good times. When they finally make it to their destination, they realize their cookie tin is empty. All Grandma's snowflake cookies are gone. The 3 friends were so sad when they knocked on Grandma's door and showed her the empty cookie tin. But Grandma gave them a wide smile and said, I guess we'll just have to fill the tin back up, and gave them a fresh batch of her famous peppermint chocolate chip snowflake cookies. And they all shared a wonderful Christmas together. The end.
Wow, great one.
I wasn't sure how that story would end. It was going off the rails.
Stacy, you did an awesome job of guiding it back on track.
Aw, thanks, Steve.
Stay on this road for another 95 miles.
You know, hearing the GPS and having Stacy guide our story.
And guide us to not just pick sweaters and hats.
Right. Makes me think of all the ways God uses people to help guide us in life.
Yeah, the story of Jesus' birth from the Bible is full of situations just like that.
Like the angel Gabriel.
And the birth of John, who would guide people to Jesus. In Luke 1, we meet Zachariah and Elizabeth. They lived in a place called Judah and were known for their deep love for God and their faithfulness to God's law.
Oh, I think I remember their story. They were older and had no children, right? That made them sad. But also in that culture, people would look down on you for that. That must have felt awful.
Totally. Zachariah was a priest, and one day it was his turn to enter into the temple while everyone else just prayed outside. Then something happened that changed everything.
Good storytelling, Steve.
Thank you.
Just like you said before, here comes Gabriel. Gabriel was an angel who appeared to Zechariah. Imagine how surprised he must have been.
And maybe a little scared.
Absolutely. But Gabriel said in Luke 1:13,
Do not be afraid, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you are to call him John.
Gabriel said John would bring them joy.
Yeah, but also explained that John would have a super cool purpose for his life, helping people get ready for the Savior.
You see, but Zachariah, like a lot of us, might have been, wasn't too sure about all of this.
Right. I mean, how was this gonna happen? Zachariah and Elizabeth were old.
That's what he said to Gabriel.
And because he asked how it could be, Gabriel said that he wouldn't be able to speak until John was born.
Imagine not being able to tell anyone what just happened. Zechariah had to think about it all in silence for months and wait for the baby God promised.
Then, just as Gabriel promised, Elizabeth had a baby boy. And just like Gabriel said, their hearts were overflowed with joy.
People thought the baby would be named Zachariah after his father, but Elizabeth knew God had a special plan for this little guy.
In Luke 1:60, it says, "But his mother spoke up and said, 'No, he is to be called John.'"
People looked at Zachariah to see what he had to say.
But he couldn't say anything until he wrote, "His name is John," on a tablet. At that moment, his voice returned and he praised God. Everyone was amazed.
John grew up to be a bold man of faith.
Didn't he wear like camel clothes and eat bugs and stuff?
I'm telling you, kid, this is the great life.
Yeah, and he also preached to people about turning back to God. His mission was to guide people to meet Jesus, the Savior of the world.
Just like Gabriel guided Zachariah and John guided others, God places people in our lives to help guide us.
People like parents, teachers, and friends to help guide us in our faith.
And get us back on track when we need it. We're never out there navigating alone because God gives people to guide us.
So, John's whole purpose was to guide people to Jesus?
Pretty cool, right? That's why I think a big part of Christmas is being grateful for the people that God put in our lives to help guide us. I'm so thankful for my mom.
My grandpa.
I'm thankful for my friends, like you guys.
Who are you thankful for? Who has helped guide you in your life?
Thank God for those people who give you wise advice and tell you things that are true.
Right, those people are there on purpose because God gives people to guide us.
It's been fun making up stories with you.
And learning an awesome and true Bible story with you.
It's always good to learn and grow together. Bye.